A 3D printed puffer jacket for your pencils. I'll let that sink in for a second. Today I'm reviewing 5 popular prints so I can help you figure out which ones are actually worth your filament. Some of them surprised me and not necessarily in the way that I expected. So, whether you're looking to keep your pencils warm and cozy or need an extra set of hands, stick around as I tell you whether I think you should print it or skip it. And if you've got your eye on this filament Ferris wheel, definitely stick around because I have a thing or two to say. Let's start with this cozy puffer jacket pencil holder. I think that one of the reasons that we're drawn to prints like this, or the pillow phone holder, or the pillow AirPods holder, is that these prints exemplify everything great about 3D printing. It's an easy print, and when you pair it with a great filament like the Polymaker PLA Pro in metallic blue, it really just looks next level. This is the type of print that someone goes, wow, that's 3D printed? But is it practical or just a waste of filament? For me, I'd skip it. It looks great, but it's a bit short, and although it worked with some colored pencils, I don't think I'd want to put anything top heavy like a pair of scissors or something like that in it because it would really just fall over. Next, let's talk about plants. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere who are finally getting to come out of hibernation, now's the time to get a head start on your plants. But the problem is, if you don't have a dedicated space for a greenhouse, those giant black trees can look unsightly and are extremely flimsy, especially when there's water in the bottom and you need to move them from A to B. I bet you've been in my situation before. This planter is a much better option. It's compact, reusable, and it looks great. There are some optional tools you can print too, like a really useful funnel. If you're worried about the plastic seeping into the dirt and being absorbed by the plants, keep in mind you can always use it for flowers or gourds or pumpkins, things that aren't edible, or things you don't have to eat. I'd say print it. Now, I don't know about you, but there are so many times that I could use an extra set of hands to hold something in place. Rather than going out and buying a table vise, I 3D printed one. And it works great. Would I want to use it for heavy-duty carpentry or metalwork? No. Did I clamp a selfie stick into it because I couldn't find a tripod? You bet. And it worked. So it has already proven its worth to me. Sometimes it's just about making your life a little bit easier. Print it. Now, before we get into the next print, if you enjoy 3D printing content, including custom creations like my glowing treehouse lamp or this 3D printed medieval library, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. If you're enjoying this video, please throw me a like, it really helps. So, what does it take to win a Printables contest? Well, I printed this HedronStack game to find out. Hedron? Hadron. Think Tetris meets Jenga with a side of 9th grade geometry. You can either play by yourself or challenge another person. And I'll be honest, it's not as easy as it looks, and it takes some time to get used to how the pieces fit together. But I suppose that's part of the challenge. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret. I almost removed this from the video because honestly, I'm really on the fence about it, and I don't have strong feelings either way. For the most part, I've just been using it to fidget with like a fancy set of Legos that I still can't get to fit together right. I'm impressed that the creator built an actual game around this geometry. There's a real set of rules and strategy, but I don't think it's the game for me. If you're really into tabletop games, give this a shot. If you're on the fence, skip it. It's just gonna end up sitting around in the corner. And now let's get to the elephant in the room, the filament Ferris wheel. Before we talk about whether I recommend it, I want to share some important information that will save you time and frustration if you do decide to print it. Yeah, don't try that. First, the instruction call for self-starting screws. When I was on Amazon, did I buy self-starting screws? No. Do I regret it? Yes. It's just plastic. How hard can it be? It's hard. It probably took 6 times longer to assemble just because I didn't follow the directions closely enough and had the wrong thing. Speaking of directions, I was printing this on the A1 from Bamboo Handy, so I just kept clicking print, take things off, print, take things off. I didn't pay attention to what was on the print bed, I just hit the button. So whenever it came time to assemble it, I could not for the life of me figure out why it didn't look like the pictures, why the base wouldn't sit right, why the pieces wouldn't go together. In retrospect, it's obvious that the base is in 2 pieces, so it'll fit on the small print bed. But it took me way longer than I would admit to realize that. So, learn from my mistake. Final thing, make sure that the screws that you buy, those ones that are self-starting, have a very shallow head. The ones I bought are a bit too big and it causes them to interfere, so it doesn't go by itself. So, is this a print it or a skip it? In my opinion, skip it. The tolerances for the screw heads alone are frustrating to deal with, and when I added full rolls of filament, as you saw, it kind of has a mind of its own. So, in that case, what's it good for? Great idea, it didn't work for me. There you have it, 5 prints. 2 skips, 2 prints, and 1 toss-up. Links for everything are in the description. I'd give you a link to the hardware I use for the Ferris wheel, but we both know you don't want that. Be on the lookout for my next video, a 3D printed chia pet bonsai tree. Yeah, plus a working fountain in it. No joke. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, make sure you do, because you're not going to want to miss that. Because this is just the start of the Print Alchemist.